For the introduction, terrorism is used to deliberate violence for political or religious reasons to borders sense. In this respect, it is mainly used to refer to violence in peacetime or in the sense of the war against non-combatants, mostly civilians and neutral military personnel. During the French Revolution of the 18th century, the terms terrorist or terrorism originated but gained popular in 1970s during the conflict between Northern Ireland, the Basque Country, and Palestine. The increased use of suicide attacks from 1980s onwards was mirrored in the attack of New York City and Washington DC on September 11 in the year 2001. The aim of this project is to explore, examine, analyze, compose derivatives, attribute, and design data representation that shows worldwide terrorism incidents recorded since 1970 to 2017. Based on the worldwide terrorism incidents historical data analysis, it can be found that what happened over the past years, what attack type they are used, and who target type they are want. Hence, this data represent will be able to help people making complex data more acceptable, readable, understandable, and usable. The scope of analysis is the limitation of the study. This study focused on the dataset entitled Global Terrorism Database. The dataset consists of 181,691 records with 135 columns of attributes, including event ID, year, month, day, approx date, resolution, country txt, and many more.
Objective: first, to study the type of attack, weapon, number of kill, and the city where terrorism most likely happen toward the event based on year, month, and day. Alright, second objective, to classify the most common country that has been involved in terrorist incident worldwide based on area, city, longitude, and latitude. Alright, okay, for third objective, to visualize the target information and the number of kill on world terrorist incident toward target subtype, which is the name of entity, specific target, and nationality of the target. For the last objective, to visualize the recorded general type of weapon used in the incident based on the subtype of the weapon and the description of the weapon. Right. Methodology, we have pyramid, where in pyramid we have data collection, data description, data dictionary, and stage and step involved in data analysis. But and stage and step involved data analysis, we have data preparation, data classification, data analysis, and data visualization. Alright, for data collection, we have viewed several data set in the Kaggle. Alright, this database name is the Global Terrorist. Amazing? Alright, okay, this data have 181,691 data and have 135 attributes. Alright, database funded through START by the US Department of State and the US Department of Homeland Security Science. Alright, database is chosen as we will like to terrorist pattern. Alright. For data description, we are using 25 from 135 data attribute. Alright, this is a description of attribute in this study. Alright, this table. Alright. Okay, for example, in the table, we can look attribute and description. For event ID. For event ID, it's mean GDT ID. What GDT ID? GDT ID is Global Terrorist Database Identity. Alright, for attribute years, this mean for the incident, the year incident. the year in which the incident occurred. Alright. Also the Aiman, not Aiman tak kisah, but Aiman. It contains the number of the month in which the accident occurred. Also the ID, and but the country text, they identify the country or location with the accident occurred. For example, the Republic of Cabinda, Transnistria, and others. Alright. Next is a data dictionary. Alright, data dictionary for global terrorists. Okay, this table of the dictionary explain the name, type, and size of the data. Alright, okay, you can look the table. The event ID is a data type of numeric. We choose a size of data is 12. Second, years is not also numeric because it's good. It's a number. All right. Okay, we use size 4, month, numeric, ID, numeric, country text, category. All right, category. All right, category. We choose size 30. Okay, region, category, and others.
Now we move to stages and steps in data analyzing. The steps consist of data preparation, data classification, data analysis, and data visualization. For data preparation, the chosen data is a real-world data which has too much noisy and inconsistency. Data cleaning method can be done at the first processing to be better execute the data analytics. Information cleaning is the method of finding and eliminating incorrect information from a spreadsheet, table, or database, and refers to the detecting incomplete, defective, outdated, or irrelevant parts of the information, and the repairing, remodeling, or removing dirty or noisy data. All this stage was the process of gathering, combining, structuring, and organizing data also was added to complete the preparation. The next step is data classification. Data classification is the method of reporting data into categories or classify it to make it easy for future use to be collected, sorted, and processed. Raw data does not allow trends to be visualized. On top of that, the process of organizing data into categories make it easy to retrieve, sort, locate, track, and store the data analysis. The next step is data analysis. Data analysis is a method to analyze data for better understanding to decide which chart is suitable to be distributed. By making a pivot table for all attributes, the researchers can analyze which attributes still have flaws and which attributes can be suitable to relate to the other attributes in order to accomplish the objective. Now here is the table. You can see it. And now for the last step. The last step in this stage is data visualization. Data visualization is the output that makes it easier for readers to detect patterns, trends, and outliers from the data. For this project, the researchers used the data visualization for better understanding and visualization by creating the output in some charts, graphs that are suitable in the information. In this project also, the researchers used Power BI and Microsoft Excel to visualize the data and see the patterns of the data. To see the chart of the data, here it is.
Alright, data issues we extended for the online resources which can have too many noises and inconsistency. Alright, processing data is needed to structure and organize the data info subtable from the way it can be used to interpret and analyze data into information. Alright, in this our data we have two issues. from my data in this study. All right. Okay. To issue is first is missing value. Missing value where missing value in dot reference longitude and latitude and skill attribute. To handling them is one of the greatest challenge when it's come to making a decision, as it will lead to loss of information in order to retrieve the output. Okay, for the second issue is a null value. All right, attribute of target subtype, target weapon subtype, and weapon detail, and nationality of nationality. All right, they are null value. So if has null value, uh, we can replace it with unknown. All right, in the database. All right, this is a first figure in analysis and finding. All right, this is the population of terrorist activity in Iraq based on country from years 1970 to 2017. All right. Okay. If you look the picture, you can look the title is global terrorist. All right. You can see the picture terrorist. All right. You can we focus a country of Iraq because the country because Iraq is the higher, all right, higher incident of terrorists. All right, accurate. If you look the picture, the number of target in Iraq is 135,000. All right, and number of terrorist kill is 9,175 people dead. All right, you can look the country of Iraq. This is a population. Alright, second is the number of kill based on type of weapon by years. Alright, you can look a picture. It show the kill weapon terrorists use in year. Okay, you can look the year 1985 until 2020. Alright, okay. If you look the year 2014, the firearm type of weapon, its firearm is very high in years 2014. All right, in these years, terrorists use firearm. It's very high. All right, very dangerous, very dangerous. Alright, third is a count of city, region, latitude, longitude, and state based on country. Alright, if you look the picture, you can see the bar chart show the attribute. If you look the attribute, religion is the largest number of country of Iraq from terrorists, where the value is 32,000. All right, better than city and Profstat only 3,000, and longitude latitude have no data. If it is null, missing value, is value for the Iraq. Longitude and latitude for Iraq is missing value. All right, so the value is 0. Alright, fourth is the most famous city targeted by the terrorists. Alright, the figure show the most famous target city. Alright, very highest is Baghdad. Okay, Baghdad is the most popular country attacked by terrorist group. Baghdad is capital city of Iraq. Alright, you know that. Alright, where Baghdad is most of the important people, such as politician were in the Baghdad. All right. Okay, Baghdad is the Islamic State of Iraq. So if the famous target city from terrorists to do activity in this city. All right, Baghdad is very high. Second is Mosul. Third is Kirkuk. All right.
Next, the table shows the cost of the attack launched by the terrorist groups. As for the police with the highest score in the table, there are 2,467 of the police who were killed by the terrorists. Most of them were killed by explosive in 2014. Next, for private citizens, 2,795 of them were killed by the terrorists. Most of them were killed by firearms from 1987 until 2017. Next, the chart shows that which target is the most popular to be killed by the terrorists. This shows what type of killing target is most popular by them. It shows that private citizen and property is the most popular target for killing by terrorist group. The victim has been kidnapped from their homes, offices, or checkpoints. Later, several were found dead, generally handcuffed and shot in the back of their heads. Over the years, police target the rise internationally in Iraq in both numbers and compared to the other targets. Other than that, the terrorists also attack the government. Next, the figure shows that the most famous attack type used by the terrorists. Attack type is a method of terrorists to kill the victim. One of the most commonly used attack types is armed assault. Armed assault is the type of attack where the terrorist who is armed is carrying a weapon. It is reported that 9,175 people were killed by this type of attack from 1976 to 2017. The next attack type was assassination. Assassination is the act of killing prominent or significant person internationally, such as politicians, government leaders, police, and many more. 1,640 people were killed by assassination. The next type is bombing or explosion. Bombing is an act of instance or dropping a bomb somewhere to denoting it. It is reported that 54,000 of people were killed by bombing. It has many types of bombs such as compressed gas, low explosive, high explosive, and others. The next figure shows the most common type of weapon used by the terrorists. By this, we know the details of the weapons used for them to attack. It is found that terrorist groups use incendiary bombs to attack the victims. Incendiary weapons are weapons designed to start fires or destroy sensitive equipment using fire. Only 31 people who were killed by incendiary bombs, as in 2014, 5 people were killed by the terrorists using this weapon. In 2015, the number of victims rose up to 25 people. Incendiaries are explosive types of weapons which are used only in Mosul and Bajli. The last figure shows the number of kills based on the type of targets and weapon types used by the terrorists. The data was collected from 1976 to 2017. It shows that explosive type of attack has the highest number of people killed throughout the year. This is because if someone dropped the bomb, the explosion will occur at 1 kilometer radius for a certain area. Most of the target killed by terrorism was private citizen and property. Many of the citizens were killed because of bombing from the group.
Alright. For infographic, we have two dashboard. First dashboard is all of graph before we explain and we compile to make one dashboard. All right. You can look first dashboard and second dashboard, where we present about a relationship between target, weapon, and kill. Alright, we can look if in Iraq we have a target, kill, kill means dead, people dead. How many people dead? Total people dead. Alright, you can look the graph, the table of type, type weapon. Alright, you can look. Alright, limitation and recommendation. For limitation, in this study, a time we found it is a time. According to the methodology, this study in research take a lot of time, starting with scoring large data and creating some visualization. Alright, however, to complete before the date of delivery. Alright, okay. As a for the recommendation, data manager encourage data science and data analysis to further explore global terrorist data by using R programming. Alright, for better visualization is the database. Alright, because Microsoft Excel and Power BI difficult, so difficult to handle. Alright, so easy use R programming. Alright.
In conclusion, our main aim for the analysis is to visualize and explain the data set in the form of map or graph of global terrorism. By visualizing the details, we can see the pattern of the data relating to global terrorism. As we can see, creating an efficient visualization of data can give us better understanding of the data set. Other than that, all of our targets in this analysis have been achieved.